So many things we've had to say on how to make a better world. The time is now to make or break. We hold our future in our hands.
How about responsibilities in the household? You guys belong to the African culture.
Hey, African culture is tough.
Yeah.
And gender roles.
Yeah, we don't mince our words and expectations, but you also belong to a godly culture.
Yeah, that's true.
So how have you navigated responsibilities in the household? And is there
I think it's really more for the man, or is it for you? Anyway, I realize we go back to the same point that we had initially. We are a team.
Yes.
And of course, I have things I'm taking care of in the house, and she has, call it a department. She has her own departments. I have my own department.
Yes.
But that doesn't stop me from assisting where I can.
Yes.
For example, especially our best illustration is when the baby came. Initially, I'd come, sit, watch my whatever, salmon, football, whatever.
Yes.
And then she would be in the kitchen doing her stuff, and life would move on. And then the baby comes.
Yes.
I realized that, okay, she still has to be the breast with the baby. I still can't make the STEM demands as much as I hoped it was before. So do? I know it's her department, so I consult her and say, okay, would you have a plan for, let's say, dinner today? But she'll say, well, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. So do? Would I take out? I'd say, okay, no worries. Would you want to eat? You want Indian food? Would I take out to lessen the load, to lessen? Because what you do now, you cause a bit of resentment. So the baby who is supposed to be a blessing.
Yes.
You feel, oh no, or the husband was supposed to, be, everything that you hoped for. Now you start looking at him like, and you're just sitting there while I'm in the kitchen, cooking for you that lovely meal, and still having to take care of the baby, and still having to go and do my certain things. So even as I am responsible for this department and she's responsible for this department, wherever I can do, whatever I can do to help, I do it. And that only comes in when you have when you relate with this person who's your friend. And I always think about, because we are friends, I always think about it. Why would I want to do that to my friend? Regardless of our African society, where is the food? And you're like, the baby has been on my case. No, where is the food? I wouldn't want to do that to my friend. And we both come from work and everything. So I think about it and say, okay, chill. I'll get us food from outside.
Beautiful.
My thought process is usually that if you look at it from a godly culture, when Adam was created, he had tilled the land, named the animals, and then he realized, by the way, all these animals have two male and female, and God gave him a helpmate, helper. So I usually think about it as we were meant to just be helpers. We're not meant to come and do for you everything. We're supposed to come and help your lives and just help us for you. Unfortunately, culture distorted that. The African man, in his hardcore nature, does not do very much in relation to certain things, you see. And that is where the woman's back breaks, you see. So I think there was a discussion we're supposed to have at some point with regards to transitions and how much our lives changed.
Yes.
And when you get married, the woman's life changes a lot.
Yes.
A lot.
Yes.
Because not only are you Dorcas and you become Mrs. Onyango, then shortly I became Ella's mom, or
Yes.
Mama Ella.
Yes.
It almost feels like you're constantly giving and giving and giving and giving, and it becomes harder when your spouse is not giving as well.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
always taking. Let me put it
Yeah.
like that. When your spouse is always taking.
Yes.
So you need to be in a situation where your spouse is equally giving. So where your spouse is filling your cup. for lack of a better word. So gender roles don't have to be as we understand it in the African culture. I think about it as this is our marriage, this is our child,
Yes.
this is our house,
Yes.
we're partners in this.
Yes.
As much as you're the head
Yes.
and I am the support system, or I'm the neck, as some
Right.
people would like to say it.
Yes.
It's more like the CEO and the CFO. Our
Yes.
departments are very different. Our specialties are different. I'm more of a nurturer, you're more of a provider. Maybe that's how we built hardcore.
Indeed.
But that does not mean that there are days when you will not take the baby and soothe him or soothe her or change her diaper
Yes.
or give her or feed her or
Yes.
take her out for a walk so
Yes.
that I can take a nap to
Yes.
recover. Or that does not mean that there are days when you will not be able to help me with the dishes so that I can cook dinner so that we can, beat the time and eat early and sleep.
Yes.
Many people miss out on it, and that is what, as we was rightly saying, starts building up on the resentment. So the resentment, and most times it comes from the women because women feel shortchanged.
I see.
You see, when you are asking me out or wooing me or serenading me, you sold the whole world to
Oh,
me.
yes.
You went down on one.
Oh,
You
yes.
promised me the whole world. Then I got married and suddenly I'm breaking my back and you have arrived.
Yes.
Suddenly my world has stopped, my name has changed, I have this new child, my career is slowing down, my life is it's upside down, and suddenly resentment goes towards a husband. So I usually feel like when husbands start helping out a bit, the load is lifted. The load is lifted, and it feels more like a partnership. We're like, okay, we're doing this together. Let's figure it out.
Yes.
So again, it's important to figure out what works for you. Your husband may not be able to cook, but they could do takeout, like you said.
Yes.
Or get someone to cook.
Or get somebody to
Yeah,
cook. Yes,
yeah,
just get somebody in
definitely.
the house to batch cook, so that there's food in the fridge, in the fridge or in the freezer, or whatever, or even for that day. Or get somebody to clean.
Yes.
It's a little thing. Sometimes
things.
people tend to overthink it, but it's a little thing, and it does not make you less of a man.
Yes. Yes.
And then the reverse is true. Gender roles have brought us to a point where in some situations now women are the ones who are making more money or
Indeed.
Actually, let me take that back and say we're now at a point where women have to work. So
Yes.
already the role has been flipped because initially maybe the expectation was not too heavy on the previous generation.
To
When
earn,
women were
to
just-
work,
to
yeah.
earn or to work. But already it's heavy on us. So already the women have made a certain adjustment. Yeah. So it's not too much to ask, for a certain adjustment to be made, by the men as well, so that we are. But like as we rightly say, we both come from work.
Yes.
Baby is here asking for my attention.
Yes.
How am I supposed to work this miracle? You get here.
Right.
So
Right.
figuring out what works for you, and then making your home yours, and not looking at what everyone else is saying or doing. Because if it works for you and makes you happy, by all means.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful,
For sure.
beautiful. Yeah, thank you so much for those beautiful insights. On the roles within a marriage. It's about remembering that you're one team and working towards common objectives. So that's great. That's great. When we come back, we're gonna talk about conflict management, because at the end of the day, these are two individuals, who came from different backgrounds, who see
different
the world
worldviews.
differently. One is from Mars, one is from Venus. How do they handle all of this? So we'll be back in a minute. Thank you.